This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up
with the Miami Dolphins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Well, able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now they try the right side here. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback laying on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Returnable here for Davis.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. And his throw is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Eluding the pressure right. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
On third down, Fitzpatrick. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eric Rowe.
And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Tua sets up to pass it. They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. With their tight end on 4th. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. On their own side of the field. Close to the 50, but their own side of the field. They only needed a couple of inches, and they were able to get it done.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a zone blocking team, a man blocking team, gap blocking, whatever you want to call it. When it's in this situation, it's really man on man, isn't it? Who's going to win the battle? And right there we saw it. At the point of attack, find enough yardage to pick up a first down. Give him credit for that one.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield. But they never did.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Here's Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jenkins. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
This from 54 yards away. The kick by Sanders is good.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big connection on that one. 36 yards.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off inside the 10. There he goes, left side. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your...
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there, with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there for the Dolphins. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd and 9.
Tua.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing. And as a player, that means an awful lot.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Sanders' kick is good.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing again here, Fitzpatrick on 2nd and 10.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
52 and 56, 52 and 56.
Fitzpatrick from the gun on 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Waddle now to return it.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. They find some open field here. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the route is on here in this first half.
Washington, nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. First down, Fitzpatrick. He's going to look deep now for Landry. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Tua, a final shot before half. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Fitzpatrick throwing complete. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A huge play there for Washington.
We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
A try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. 2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Tua now on first down. Flushed out right.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there for the Dolphins.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. 89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On a jet sweep, here comes Waddle.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. That was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And they'll run again.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on second and long. Fitzpatrick. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Here we go.
Tua now on first down. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On the ground with a tight end. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
They give it off here to the tight end. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
From the right hash and a bit of a tight angle. Sanders' kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Returnable here for Davis.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Fitzpatrick. He finds his man, complete. It's Gray. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A huge play there for Washington.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Fitzpatrick on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. A little jet sweep to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the 1st half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
152 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle,
34 yards.
And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Returnable here for Davis.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. So, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Returnable here for Davis.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now in this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Flush. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong?
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Now Waddle on the jet sweep.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
178 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Sanders now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Returnable here for Davis.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed